I also wanted to talk about the Secret Service shit as well, because
Mm-hmm.
that was something else that just looks so bad, at the same time. Let me just go to my bookmarks over here. Here it is. I don't know if you guys saw this clip. It's only 37 seconds long. I'm going to put up on the screen because I want to talk about putting women in harm's way. Because this is something else that, came out of this moment. This is another lesson because we've got these DEI hires. We've seen them with the airlines. We've seen them in policing. You can go on YouTube and you can look at women police officers getting it handed to them, because they can't deal with criminals. Like, they're physically not as strong as men are. And that's just a reality. It's not a disparaging statement. They're just not as strong as men are. And I want you to pay attention to this gal over here, this DEI hire here. Check this out. I mean, there's two of them. This one over here as well, but pay very close attention to this one because she pulls her pistol out.
For what?
And she can't put it back in the holster.
Yeah.
So she holds on to it. And she's trying to put it back in the holster, finally gets it back in. Like, who is she going to protect? She's like 5'2", out of shape, can't even holster a pistol, which tells me she probably doesn't even know how to aim it and use it. Why? Why are we putting women in harm's way? Why? It just doesn't make any sense. So they can run around and pretend to be like they're tough guys or something? What is the point of that? Can somebody explain what is the point of that? Does it make any sense to you, Moff?
It's DEI, man. I mean, this again, it only will turn around when someone gets killed, right? I mean, they're lucky that this, and again, this isn't going to give them pause. It's just going to be like, oh, well, we need to train better, or we need to do better, we need to give women equal opportunities for this, that, and the other. And it's like, I mean, the fact that he's not even allowed to pick his own security detail.
Is he not allowed to hire his own security?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know if there's an issue with Secret Service or whatever it is, but there's also a picture of that woman that's hiding behind Trump instead of protecting him like her job was. I mean, it's just, there was another woman that was caught on microphone saying, what are we doing? What do we do? What do we do? Absolute panic in a moment where I
believe that was the one that we featured.
Was it the same one?
Yeah.
It's just this idea that you have no idea what to do in that situation. Clearly, complete lack of competency in training. Let's say somebody rushed the stage with a knife or something like that. Is she going to be able to move quickly and move swiftly into harm's way and throw herself in front of the president? Absolutely not. I don't know why we keep pandering to these people, acting like they can do these jobs. Like, honestly, man, like, if I got pulled over, there's a clip that kind of went viral a few times by Sam Hyde where he goes, listen, man, if you get pulled over by a female cop, hope you're wearing a Kevlar helmet and a bulletproof vest, because they will reach for their gun before. I mean, and there's it's come out, like, there's at least one, maybe another.
I've seen a few videos
where they just pull their pistol to start shooting. Yeah. And the guys just stopped in traffic, and all they have to say to get away with this is, I felt threatened for my life, or I felt afraid, or I felt nervous. Therefore,
and of course, the threshold for female is going to be much lower than a male, too.
Right. And a judge is going to be like, oh, okay, you felt threatened. He's like, that's valid, because he was a man twice your size, even though he wasn't doing anything. Yeah, I don't understand it, at all. I know that law enforcement's a good line of work. If you can stay in it for a long enough time, you can get a pension. You're working for a government, but keep them on the desk. Like, file paperwork. Don't work the beat. Work a desk job. File reports. But again, I think it goes back to the same reason you're seeing any women marching into any male space. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It's gyms, it's law enforcement, it's bodybuilding, it's gaming now, it's everywhere. And what they do, they say, hey, men have this great thing. Well, I want to be part of that too, because look at all of these guys that I can now get attention from and validation from. So I go in, and then I don't like the way that it is, so I'm going to change it, and I'm going to make it shitty, and everyone's going to leave because we ruined it. And then now, well, now there's no more guys around. There's no more attention. So now I'm going to go infect. It's like it's like a parasite. It's parasitic is what it is when it comes to women invading traditionally, male spaces, and we can't get away from it.
You know what's interesting too? Like even in egalitarian type of cultures, like the Nordic ones, for example, where they try to equalize, the playing field, men and women still gravitate to the fields
Right.
that they're most comfortable and interested in. So women will still gravitate towards nursing and child rearing and stuff like that, and men towards difficult, challenging roles, roofing, coal mining, stuff like that. There's like, even in these cultures, there's no push to get these women into coal mines or on roofs or on oil rigs or on garbage trucks. In fact, I told the story once years ago. I saw 2 DEI hires on a garbage truck, and they were both females. And this was the only time I've ever had a garbage truck drive over my fucking blue bin and crush it.
There you go.
I've never seen a garbage truck driver crush my blue bin, but these 2 chicks somehow figured out how to do it. And you've seen where I live, Moff. It's like the court that I'm at, it's actually pretty difficult to drive over the curb in a large vehicle, right? Because of the way that it's structured. But it's like, this is where we end up with, things and situations like this, and nobody's saying anything. We're just, pretending like it doesn't exist, or we're looking the other way. And
it's like, look, if I'm in a burning building and I'm trapped under,
I want a big burly man to pull me out.
I'm trapped
don't want
under a 200-pound beam, and I'm trapped, and I see a woman. I know we're both dead.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Might as well bring in the priest behind him to say my last rites while you're at it, because
Sure,
we're all going. Yeah, it's just, and it's like I'm taking crazy pills. The fact that even having this conversation, people are going to have a problem with it. People are going to find a way to say, you guys hate women, or you're misogynist, or this and that, or they can do the same jobs. It's insane that we can no longer even point out the physical differences and the physical limitations that women have.
And we have women in our chat that are like legit here, saying the same thing. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here, where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.